does a realtor transition into a listing agent only? Friends, when you become a realtor, right out of the gate, you will work with everybody as you're trying to build your skill set and build your client base. You work with buyers across the spectrum. You work with sellers everywhere. Somebody will give you a chance, and you work really hard to be all things to all people. Then, after a short amount of time, finding some success, you start to realize that those are two different skill sets entirely. Those realtors that are amazing with buyers tend to be so skilled at that long-term relationship nurturing. They're so good at asking really deep questions and then taking the answers for connection. Buyer agents love hugs, they love baked goods, they will cry with you and hold your hand, and they tend to be the most patient people who ever lived. So now you're thinking, oh, Leigh Brown, that must not be you. That is correct, because patience is not one of my key virtues. I became a more skilled listing agent because a listing agent in real estate tends to be more bottom line driven, more able to cut through the noise, more willing to tell unvarnished truth if necessary, and frankly, ideally with a heart for empathy too, because the truth can be painful. Listing agents are so focused on providing the steps needed to get a house sold that they often look at the house as more of an asset to be liquidated, whereas buyer agents look at that house as this hub of emotion. So if you're making that transition in your business to one or the other, you may be thinking, Leigh Brown, how do I find a realtor to build out my skill set? The first thing I want you to do is think about who in your market you really respect and adore. All of us who are practiced, seasoned realtors, we know exactly which agents we pray would sell every one of our listings or who will list the perfect house for our buyers. The agents who understand the code of ethics and live by it. The agents who are just eat up with integrity and kindness. The ones who are super communicative, who understand the laws and the bylaws, and they understand things before everybody else even has an inkling. Those realtors are just amazing. And I'm frankly really fortunate here in Concord and Charlotte to have so many great realtors. I couldn't even begin to name them all. In your market, you have those great realtors too. So here's what I want you to consider. As you grow your business and you get more drilled into what you are really uniquely skilled at, you want to build better relationships with those great realtors. So call that one that you thought of right off the bat when I listed those attributes and take them out for a cup of coffee. I want you to tell that realtor how much you respect them and why you respect them. Let them know that you value their integrity, their business model, and their attention to detail in a world where realtors are not necessarily known for those things. And then I want you to ask them a question. Ask them if they would be open to helping people if you happen to be overloaded and don't have the bandwidth any longer. They'll probably say yes. And if they say no, then between the two of you, you can brainstorm on who else in the market you love. That's how you start growing a team in real estate. You think about the administrative piece, which if you click here, you can go back and watch some of the earlier videos on how to make a great hire, but you're also going to think about the sales side as well. And that person might be officially collaborative with you as a partner, but they also might be a referral partner who just has a similar mindset and will take great care of your neighbors when they call you for help with their largest financial instrument. But what I can't tell you enough is that you have to make this decision, friends. You can continue to be all things to all people and burn yourself to a crisp, or you can figure out what your unique skills and talents are and then find other people who will allow you to dial into that with the available time that you have. If you have questions about real estate or how to build your business, make sure you leave me a comment and subscribe for more. I'll keep bringing you more of these on Mondays and help you figure out a way to stay motivated.